Excellent presentation, Dr. Sudhanshu. And I would like to add that if we make an axis too small, that can lead to, again, drop of nucleus. And if you will make it too big, then it's difficult to put a lens once the PCR occurs. So what to do? The best choice, go for an oval axis. So we got a sufficient space to put your lens also, and it's not causing interlenticular pressure to go back. So that's one of the things you can improve. I think that's something I will cover in my talk also. So a cat can be skinned by many ways, but I don't know why people skin the cat. So soft cataract looks very easy to do. This is one of the easiest thing. You think it's going to be very, very easy, and we feel very happy once we are starting phaco surgery. But soft may be tough. It's maybe more tough than a tougher case like Dr. Rajendra Prasad has shown you. So you have to be ready for those things. Soft cataract is a challenge, difficult to rotate, difficult to hold by phaco tape, difficult to divide. There are increased chances of PCR. So what are the techniques we can do? We can do good hydrodissection. It should be from multiple sites, and it can push the nucleus a little up, but sometimes it's not, nucleus doesn't come out. A better technique is viscodissection. This, just like a hydrodissection, you do the viscodissection, that surely puts the nucleus in the anterior chamber, then it's become very easy to do it. Then this is just to show you one of the things. The first thing, you have to do a good capsular axis, then multiple hydrodissection. The lens may not come out because our opening, our axis is not too big, but lens tilts up. It's called the lens salute. And now you can just do the phaco. That becomes very easy. The posterior pole keeps the lens posterior capsule away, and you can easily do the procedure in these cases. So if time is short, I will not go in detail. I think rest of the process is just doing a simple phaco. So meticulous hydrodissection is the key, but if you find any problem, I think much easier is to use a visco. You can use a dilated visco that takes care of the posterior capsule also, and whole the things come out much easily than it comes with a hydrodissection. So I'll not go in much detail because the rest of the things is once you push it out in the anterior chamber. Now coming the posterior portal cortex, I think Dr. Has covered his, Sudhanshu has covered it very, very well. It's nothing new we can add. Only thing, viscodissection can be done in place of hydrodissection. That is a savior. And last piece of the viscodissection, if it's there, you can use viscoat to uplift that thing. If anything, there is a rupture or anything is there, viscoat going is to seal that one. So that's one of the tip you can do. This is a case, we got a patient who has a dropped nucleus in other eye, and it was done somewhere else, and we are doing the second eye. Now we are trying to have viscoflip in this patient. So CCC is done. Now we are going to perform viscodissection. The advantage of visco is it causes less pressure on the posterior capsule. So you can do this viscodissection just like what we are doing with hydrodissection. Nucleus is removed. You can remove the nucleus another this way. And there are some modification also. The phaco tip has been bend 90 degree. I'm not showing here, but there are other techniques where you can bend the phaco tip to 90 degree and just take out all the peripheral part, leaving the central part to the last. That's become much easier with that technique also. So here we inject more EVD. I think rest of the thing it's much easier. In the last, you can put viscoat if you're very sure that there is a Pusey capsule is not continuous. Then you can always put a viscoat there, or you can use a normal visco also. That's going to push everything out, and your Pusey capsule will be much safe. So luckily we were able to do it. In polar capsule, you have to be very cautious. And in spite of your best efforts, a rupture can occur, but you try your best. Most of the cases you can do without any problem, without any complications. So visco is another addition which can help you a lot. And there are more techniques. It's not the lack of time. I'll not show that here. One technique is to bend your tip to 90 degree. That's a modification of the normal bend, and you can take out everything from the cortex, peripheral area, leaving the central part for the last. And my tip is, for the last part, always use a visco. That's much easier. That keeps your posterior capsular rupture plugged. So if anything goes wrong, you can do. I think we are running short of time. So every case has to be decided what you are going to do. It's not a perfect solution for every case. You have to look for the case and be prepared. If they are going to rupture, you have to be ready what you are going to do. Just Dr. Satanshu has told you, have to do vitrectomy. You have to keep the lens. If you are putting in the sulcus, that should be there, be standby lens. So